Good morning and welcome to our Wednesday reflection. Last week, Sally spoke about how we need to dance in the rain rather than being dragged down by the mood of it raining. I was so taken with this that I thought I'd continue the weather-related theme, not least because it has begun to feel autumnal with a coolness in the mornings and evenings, and we can have mixed feelings about that. Some of us will feel the sadness of the passing of the summer. Others, like me, anticipate the delightful colours that autumn brings. It's easy to say, of course, that we cannot change the seasons, so we must have the wisdom to accept that things change. Everyone will tell us that accepting changes that we cannot control will make us all happier. Thousands of self-help guides have been written and made good money, effectively selling this simple message. It's the basis of a prayer that is much older than all these guides. God grant me the courage to change the things I can, the serenity to accept those I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. And as far as I know, the writer of that didn't copyright it. It was their free gift to the world. The thing is, this sort of change is easy to deal with. The passing of the seasons is a cycle. We know what's coming, so whether or not we like change, we do know what will happen, and that if we stick around, then we will return to what we like. We're not exactly in control, but it doesn't get out of control either. So summer will be followed by autumn, as it has forever, and summer will return, as it has forever. On the other hand, change that steps into the unknown makes us uneasy, whatever self-help books we may have read. We know that we're not in control, and it makes us anxious. The pandemic, whilst there's no vaccine, fits into this, and it's one of the biggest things on our minds at the moment. But there are plenty of other things that exercise our minds that were with us long before that, and that will still be with us long after it's died down. Where we live, what exams will we do, what sort of work will we do, who will we partner with, and so on. Or to summarise that, it's called living. And when we think about it, living can be quite a hard thing to do. Last Sunday, Sally spoke about an episode in the Gospels where Jesus tells the disciples that he's going to suffer and die. Peter really doesn't like that. Well, who would? And so he tells Jesus that that isn't going to happen. Jesus tells him off, which does seem a bit unfair, because Peter is only trying to have the best of intentions. He wants to save him from the horrible bits of life. But when Jesus tells Peter off, he's teaching Peter a few things. The most immediate is that he cannot control life. You can't just have the nice bits, leaving out the difficult bits. But the real teaching is in what Jesus tells Peter to do. Jesus tells Peter to get behind him. In other words, to make sure that he is following Jesus. It doesn't mean that you or he or any of us won't avoid all the tough things in life. It doesn't mean that it'll be any easier not knowing what will happen in the future. It doesn't even mean that we'll be in any more control of it. But it does mean that whatever happens to us, Jesus will already have been there. And knowing that means that we can let go. And that is what provides us with the freedom to dance in the rain whilst getting wet, and enjoy the autumn colours whilst shivering from the cold. It isn't an easy path, but it does save a small fortune on self-help books. Have a lovely day.